Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here. We are live. You know what it is. We got more reviews for you. The box office is still popping. This is the Black Girl Nerds Transformers Rise of the Beast review. And you know what? We taking it back to the 90s. I don't know if you can see my shirt, but you know the Transformers was all about the 90s. And so, yeah, this is gonna be a good time. I got my girl Kira in the building. I'm gonna let her do her intro in a minute. Let me do a couple of housekeeping things real quick though. Make
Go for it,
sure you
baby.
following Black Girl Nerds on Twitter, on Instagram. Send us your comments. Me and Kira want to talk to you. Send us your questions. Give us your favorite 90s jam. Because it was all about like the music in that time period. We know what they was going for. They can have all kind of tunes. I mean, we had Wu-Tang Clan, De La Soul. So give us all your tunes that you was cranking to, because I was ready to get my 90s groove on after I saw this film. Loved it, by the way. But yeah, so we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna check it out. Let me give us a little bit of you know what? Actually, let me let Kira introduce herself first. I'm about to get into it because I was getting excited. Kira, tell us about Roomful of Blurs, because we know we want to keep people educated because they brand new. So let us know
Yeah,
about Roomful of Blurs.
room full of blurs. Hi, my name is Kira. I am usually a nice little, well put together person. I'm lying. Um, room full of blurs. You can find me on. Just let you know, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok, but that's under a different name. It's gonna be Child of Mandalore. You can also find me on an app called Fanbase. But room full of blurs is basically a place where us black folk can get together, content creators, artists, what have you. If you want to be on these internets and you're trying to get some exposure, I am here to help me figure that out and help you figure that out too. And basically be a platform to prop those up that just can't seem to break that whatever barrier they're trying to get
Mm-hmm.
through. If you are just
Exactly.
starting
Yep.
out, come to the room. We're gonna talk. We're gonna strategize. We'll figure it out. We'll make a game plan for you. We'll think of something.
Hey, look, I like it. It's all about having a team and forming that and coming together. So we got a little Black Girl Nerds meet Room Full of Blurs thing going on today, and we about to have a good time for this weekend. So I'm a little behind y'all because I had to catch up. That's why I bring my girl Kira in, because she be staying up on the movies. I just saw this movie yesterday, y'all, just yesterday. So I'm catching up. I know, right? So I'm catching up with how fantastic it is, how much of a good time, how it brought Transformers back for me,
Facts.
because right.
Big
So let's
facts.
start with, yeah, big facts. All right. Before we give you the real facts, though, because I'm gonna drop a little bit of facts here just for people that don't know. Because I was surprised that we were going into the seventh film with this one, because I had got off the Transformers train for a little bit because it was some craziness going on there. We're gonna talk about. But first, let's start with initial reactions. Kira, take us away. Like, what did you think when you first finished the movie?
I was like, they finally figured it out. They figured it out. They cut out the bad parts.
Yep.
I won't say that person. But that person had a very heavy hand in the last previous five movies,
Yep.
or four movies, to the franchise's detriment. That is not this. That is no longer this. I am back. This, for me, this is the third movie. I'm not even, or technically the fourth. Bumblebee, I haven't watched, but I've been told to watch it because it's actually pretty good. But this brought me back. This makes me want to go back and
Yeah.
watch Bumblebee. I'm happy. I am
Yeah.
content.
Okay, now my thing though, I will bounce back off of that, kind of going into my facts here a little bit for this movie to give everybody like a little catch up in case you haven't had a
Mhm.
chance to go to the movies. You behind like me, go check it out. But Bumblebee for me, it was okay. It had Haley Steinfeld, it had John Cena in it, so they had the powerhouses that are new to the action world. I didn't
Right.
think it was bad, but it still was, because I think it was their way of coming back. But it was still a different feel for me as far as
Yeah.
Transformers. Like, we all love Bumblebee. So they
Yeah.
couldn't go wrong kind of centering on him and taking it back to when he was like the old school VW. And that's kind of all I'll say, just in case y'all want to go back and check it out, because I want to ruin it. So that was the kind of cute part of it. But I still feel like it just wasn't fully grasping it for me, as far as like, just taking it all the way home. And Travis Knight, by the way, directed that one. And
Mm.
he's more from the animated world, so I can see how he really captured, that kid, that fun like atmosphere
Yeah.
that comes with Bumblebee, that they really captured in that one. So, but go back and check it out. I don't never discourage anybody from going. If you want to go back, if this movie grabs you and you like, well, I'm just curious, go
Yeah.
back and check it out.
Like I'm sure it is not as good as this one. That doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not as good
Right,
as this
right.
particular film
Yeah, yeah,
that they're
yeah.
into now. I want to see what happened to make them want to even
Right.
make this movie, because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
they've been making something. Well, it's been rough. It's been rough.
So let's talk about it real quick though, because we got to mention. Okay, there have been 6 films before this one. We had Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, Trans-
Mm-hmm.
Dark of the Moon,
Mm-hmm.
Transformers: Age or the Extinction. I think it was something like that.
Age of Extinction or something like that.
Age
Is
of
it?
Extinction. Okay, Age of Extinction, and then Transformers Last Night. Now, Last Night had people like, what is going? First of all, now I know movies are long these days, but that movie was dramatically long. And I'm just for me, they say give the robots personality, but in this film, this is how you get a robot's personality. And last night, I got scared. Like some of them robots had me scared. I was like, what is going on? Like the personalities were over the top. They was like having
Yeah.
multiple personality disorders. And I'm not trying to knock jokes because mental health is very important. Maybe they were
It
trying
is.
to tell some, but some stuff was going down that I was like, this is crazy. Like this, you don't send kids to see this Transformers. If you got little kids around, they do not watch The Last Night. They might can get away with the rest of them, but do not watch that film. It did not feel like it felt like too many genres in one film. And the person we're not mentioning, I'm gonna mention him out because I don't think I enjoyed the first three. Michael Bay, that's who we're talking about. He's the main person. The first three now, I was there.
You are better than me. That third one, I was like, nah. I saw the commercial. I was like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't hitting, homie. That ain't it. Shia's gone. You got Megan gone. Nah, I'm gonna follow them on this off ramp. Something's telling me I need to dodge this bullet.
listen. I had to write it out for at least the third one because I was a fan, so I read it out for at least the third one. After that, I was like, bro, I don't know what is going on. We was going from, you got Optimus and Autobots and the gang trying to, keep us from the Decepticons and keep us tight till I don't know what time period we in. I don't know what's about to fall out of the sky. The Autobots was getting missing left and right, where it came down to just Bumblebee. Yeah. That's why in 2018, Bumblebee is kind of where they wrapped it all up. And then my question was, okay, starting into this one, I was like, well, what time period are we going to be in? What's going down? What's going to be happening? So let me give you guys a little insight because I didn't watch anything. I didn't check out any scoop. I was just like, let me just go to the movies and see if I can dive into this again and be excited. So I was expecting the 1994 thing to pop up. And I was like, what the hell? Like, why are we back? Like, why are we not just flashing forward to the beginning of it? Right. But apparently, okay, Bumblebee, which I forgot, was set in 1987. So director Stephen Cable Jr. said he wanted to figure out how to bring the movie forward, right, from that period, but not mess up what Michael Bay had done with the other films. So he was like, let's go to 1994, plus the music is bomb. Is what I read was like his explanation of, why he kind of went into 1994. Because I was like, dude, can't we like push this a little forward? I was like, what's the deal?
Yeah. Why?
So yeah.
He could have set this movie. He could have set this movie in the 2020s. He absolutely could have.
Yeah.
There's no this movie in my head is set in 2020.
Yeah.
Around the pandemic, because for whatever reason there weren't a lot of people out on the street when this movie. I'm thinking about he could have absolutely set this in the pandemic. He could have had it be like I'm thinking, what is it? Something quarterback, a fourth quarterback or whatever the sports term. I don't do sports.
Girl, I was about to say, I feel bad because I can't even help you with that one. I was trying to think. I was like, I can't even help with that one.
Anyway, it's after the fact. All thoughts are better after the thing's done. But he absolutely could have set this in the present time period without actually affecting the previous Michael Bay iterations of Transformers.
Yeah. But when I first looked at it, I was like, and it has so many elements, like you're saying, Kira, that could easily be like, he can easily play with this. Like, even if they wanted to bounce forward, he could easily play with like the time period and go forward the way, because they did the movie so well that you're not really focused on that. So you can easily work that in if you wanted to, as far as like the different elements and everything they thrown in. So let's jump into some of the newness that I love that they added to, which I think worked. Okay, right? Because here's the thing that's going on with this franchise that they had to bring back. And Kira, correct me if I'm wrong. But here's what I think happened. I think they needed some new Autobots. I think they needed some new, characters in this one to really pump it up, which they've tried. But here's the issue. You can't jump back and forth through different time periods. And you have to make sure it's some characters, like central characters that we can focus on when it comes to the Autobots, where you can add in like maybe one or two people, and now we focused on it. You can't just take us out so far out. And I think that's what some of the other movies had issues with, is that all you can ever see was like, okay, we got Optimus Prime, we got Bumblebee. At least we could say with that. Everybody else is just flipping and turning all over the place. The way they were connecting the humans, did it make any sense?
There were too many people. There are too many humans. There are too many humans. Like when I turned in to watch I'm a lady of a certain age. When I was tuning in to watch Transformers as a kid, I didn't know. You could not tell me who the humans were. I wasn't checking for them in any way. I do not care. This is in my head. The planet was Cybertron, and the humans got teleported to Cybertron, and this was the Transformers world. That was my perception as a little kid. So for them to keep bringing more and more and more and more people, and having it be about this battle for Earth or something like that, but it's with the Transformers and the humans are fighting. That's not what that was supposed to be about. I don't like it. And I feel, you know what, we'll get there. We'll get there with that end sequence.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what you're gonna say about the end sequence. I can't wait.
I feel a certain way.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for this. All right, let's dive into, because I want to get you guys let us know in the comments what you thought too about these new additions. But we got Mirage, and I was like, I wasn't mad at Mirage. She was like an old school Porsche. I was like, because at first I was like, okay, who is this? This is not Bumblebee. What are we doing here?
What are you trying to pull?
I was like, and it's played by Pete Davidson. I'm not mad at it. Let me show y'all, just in case y'all don't know. Baby? I'm not mad. I was like, what?
Utterly shocked, surprised, and wanted more. I want a Mirage movie. I want a Mirage movie.
Like, and usually, I'm not nothing against Pete Davis, but I'm not usually like,
I'm not looking for you, huh? Like, what was the movie that he was just in? The little piece he did in Suicide Squad. I'm like, all right, that's cute.
Yeah,
he was
right.
in it.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Right.
This Pete. I don't know. I know that you have your issues. Whatever concoction you are on currently, stick with it, and don't get the cross for the Kardashians. Don't let them. This is it right here. This is your happy place. Stay here. I'm begging you, please. I am rooting for you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Please. Yeah, because I was like, fire. Like it was so hilarious. I just wanted more. In the car chase scene on the bridge, when dude flipped the front of the car to the back, I was like,
I need this to be a ride at Great Adventure or Universal. I need this to be a ride immediately.
Yes. I absolutely lost my mind in the theater when he did that. I was like, I am here for this. Yes. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And I want to give we could say Mirage all day, but let me give a little bit of shout out here. We got some other Autobots coming in. There go Bumblebee, Optimus Prime. They were still holding it. OGs were still in the building. But what so I think this is AC. No, it's either AC RC. Liza Koshy played that, hilarious. If y'all ain't seen her YouTube channel on everything she do, hilarious. I think she's been doing like a lot of red carpets and stuff lately.
I gotta follow her. I have no idea. I do not know this woman, and I apologize. I will learn.
I think, let me see if I have the one. Oh yeah, here we go. I can just show you a picture. I don't know if that's gonna help, but there's a picture. I don't know if that's gonna help at all, but yeah. I don't know if that's gonna jog your memory. Yes, I don't know if that's gonna jog your memory, but yeah, she was throwing it down as that character. Lovely, absolutely loved them having a woman on the team. That was dope.
Finally, but there's only like 2 female Transformers, so I'm glad they finally got one.
That's true, though. That is true. I
wish they had let her talk more, though, man. I feel like she didn't get a lot. She got like a lot of physical screen time, but she wasn't integral to the plot. I wish she had a little bit more to do.
That's true. Yeah, and then we got this is Will Jack, Cristo Fernandez. I should have got a picture of him too, so you guys can see him in case you're not familiar. But yeah, so they were bringing in some people that didn't get as many lines, but I just felt like it was just cool to have something different. and
Yeah.
that we can rock with for a little bit so we can get a feel. So hopefully I'm hearing that they might have like they're having like 8 and 9 plans. So hopefully these characters will get a little bit more into it, a
Jesus.
little bit more dive, So hopefully, Kier, hopefully we get a little bit more from them.
That's a lot. That's a lot of 8 or 9?
Yeah, like 8, like 8 or like film 8, film 9,
Oh,
like 2
okay.
more
I'm
films.
like,
Yeah,
girl,
yeah.
dang it. Like, no,
I'm sorry. Yeah, they're gonna
relax.
have 2 more films. Yeah, I was like, here, like she got home. She like, bro, cut it out while
You
we
like,
good.
wait, relax. We don't even know
No,
if
they're
we're
gonna
going to be on the planet for 8 or 9 more
they're gonna have
movies.
2 more films is what I think I'm hearing. So hopefully that's
Okay.
good. You gotta correct me if I'm wrong, but they're supposed to be like an 8 and a 9 because they were so impressed with people's reaction how this one did. Kind of reviving the franchise and getting people hyped again. So they're hoping to kind of.
Keep
I mean,
it.
we got a lot of stuff going in the world, so hopefully they get to it. But they're saying they want to try to get that done. We got a lot of things going on with writers and everything. So hopefully, I don't know. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we get there when they get, where they get 2 more things going down here. And I don't have this picture, but Stratosphere, the old rusty looking helicopter.
Yeah. Who was he? I forget. Was that
John DiMaggio.
yeah, no, yeah, okay, nope, enough said. I know him. He's in everything. He is everybody in everything.
Yeah, and hilarious. Like I was like Mirage was like, I'm about to walk to Peru. I was like, yeah, me too. I probably would have walked too. I don't know what he spit up, but I was like, bruh. I was like, I don't know whose ride this
You
supposed
got
to
to get
be.
that checked out.
Exactly. They always got some old like junker car or something that comes in, and you like, what is going on right now? But yeah, so yeah, those are the Autobots. And the main thing I guess to kind of remember as me and Kara go through, like if you checked out the movie, the main thing with the Autobots is, first of all, it's good to see them have a little group back together because we always see them separated. Poor Bumblebee can't hold it down by herself. He was trying. So it was good to have him back. Right. But Optimus, exactly, getting lit for real. But Optimus Prime, the fearless leader, he's so brooding and like, ooh, like, serious. And so he was like, look, I done messed up. I shouldn't have brought all y'all to Earth. People getting hurt. We saw what happened to poor Bumblebee, as Kira mentioned, in the beginning of this film. So he was like, we need to go back, to Cybertron. Like, I need to get y'all back to our homeland. Like, we got to figure this out. So they very much are like, we got to go. We can't do anything else for Earth. We got to move. So that's why it was good that they brought in the Maximals, which I thought was so interesting. I was like, where did this come from? And Kira, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but in 1996, they had a TV series called Beast Wars.
Yeah,
and I don't know if you're familiar. Now,
I didn't watch
I was not
it.
familiar. You didn't watch it? Okay.
I was in high school. I was like, I don't have time to watch this.
Yeah,
I got other things. I have other things on my mind.
She's very important with other things on her schedule, and her schedule is very full.
Excuse me. But yeah, I saw it. I saw that was the time where more digital animation was in the forefront. Like they were definitely done with like hand drawing things. So I was kind of like, oh, that's that's cool, but that's not my Transformers. So I left. But
yeah.
My male friends will tell me up and down that I need to watch it because it was amazing the way that they did the storyline. It's actually very intriguing. So I'm not downplaying it at all. I just don't know about it. But based on this movie, I definitely want to check it out now.
Yeah, me too. I think I was trying to do like a quick deep dive. I think I might have seen some stuff on YouTube. I don't know if it's old enough to now they just, how they just, everything that's old school classic, they just stick it on YouTube. So you might be able to find, like, I don't know how they do, like, because I was trying to figure out what streaming service had it. I was like, I want to go back and watch this because maybe it's pumping now that, this Transformers come out. I was like, where can I watch it at?
I feel
but
like
I'm not
Nickelodeon
sure.
had it at one point or something.
Okay, Nickelodeon. Okay,
so maybe it's on. It might be on Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll check that out. Y'all be on the lookout. Y'all let us know. But yeah, I want to catch up now because I was like, I had never heard of these Maximals, but I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Like it was like this. Like these are right here. Like we got Optimus Primal, which I played by Ron Perlman. I thought that was an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh was Air Razor. We got Cheetor.
Yeah, I mean they're very imaginative with these names.
Yeah,
I will say.
And I'm gonna give him some love because I ain't even go, do you like this? I didn't even go butcher the name, so I'm just gonna put him up. I didn't even go do it like that because he did a wonderful job. But I like, whatever, they got like some play in there. These are like the characters, sort of like the Autobots. Some of the new characters didn't get as much lines as we would have liked because the movie's already probably was past 2 hours. So they was trying to punch it in, get everybody in, and get how it goes.
It didn't feel that long.
It didn't feel that like I loved it. It didn't feel that long. Like I could have kept it going, but I guess the directors and everybody was like, "Nah, we're gonna have to wrap this up." So everybody didn't
Yeah.
get their like fair shine of lines there. And this was like Rhinox was also in the building. So you know, if you need a rhinoceros, that's a crank machine. There you go. So there you go. So those was all the Maximals that was here to help at the Autobots because Lord, they needed the help. Lord Jesus, they was gonna need the help. So they brought in some help. So and you know the quick thing. Oh, Kira, what'd you have for this?
No, nothing. I agree. I love Michelle Yeoh. That is all.
Oh yes, fantastic, right? Yeah, she is dope. I was like, whoever picked that, and you can hear that voice too immediately.
Yeah.
You know, I heard and I was like, ooh, no, they did. Well,
Girl,
I first
get your
heard
check.
it, I was like, oh,
She
so
doing
yeah,
it all.
yes, I love her. I'm so glad she getting her props too, y'all, because I can watch Michelle Yeoh in anything. Like, you know, way back in the day, just watch her in everything. And I'm just so we know how they do in Hollywood, but I'm just so glad she finally did to finally get her props. But we know how it goes down. It takes years and years, and we already knew she was just thriving and killing it. But you know how it is. So, Lord,
you don't appreciate you till you're tired. Until you're tired.
Exactly. When you get tired, they be like, "Oh, you know what? We missed your flowers on that one. My bad. You know what? My bad.
Just come on in. We're gonna work you to death now."
Right, yeah, exactly. So me and Kira will be back, you guys, to do another episode on why y'all need to pay attention to these amazing actresses that's out here killing it of color that y'all need to give representation to, because that could be a whole other episode that just like pray for them. Anyway, but let me go into the let me get us back on topic because we can have a whole round on that because I feel some type of way about that too.
You ain't alone.
Exactly. Let's get into the plot here. So to keep it real short, you know, it's all about we got to eat the entire planet. We got to take over the entire Earth, so nobody don't have anywhere to be. You know how it goes down. It's the whole thing that we got to do. So Unicron, which is the big old planet sucking. Look at that. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Anyway, so
it's a planet. I think
it is a planet. I don't know what
planet. Yeah, it is a planet. It's definitely a planet.
It's a planet. Okay.
He turns into something else though, but I don't remember what it is.
So that's the whole thing with that. And I'm like, okay, let's just, you know what, pay by Coleman Domingo. So shout out to him, holding the voice down for that one. It was. I know. I was shocked when I found that out. I was like,
I didn't know.
Hold it down. I was like, okay, yeah, I didn't know that either. So yeah, I had to go dig and find that one. So yeah, he brought that voice to life of he's the greatest of all the evil, I guess, if you want to say, of the Terracon.
He's a planet eater. Yeah, that's a problem. that is a legit problem.
It's like a little problem. It's fine. It's like a little problem. So, you know, so we got that, you know, problem. It's fine. You know, a little problem. You know, everybody tries to do that. So he's a planet. So it ain't like he gonna be down stepping on Earth trying to get his stuff together, trying to find this key that they need to get into it's called a transwarp key. Is what they're looking for. That's the main device here. And it's split in two parts because the Maximals are smart. They like, if you find one half, we ain't gonna give you the other half that easy. You gotta be able to find it.
But also
plot. So they split that joint up, right? And they was like, okay, you got two pieces you got to find. Because, you know, this is another thing, we're going back in time on Transformers. So we're going back in time to when he tried to do this before. And they stopped him before because they took off the Earth. So they know all the back secrets and everything that Autobots don't know what's going down, but they about to catch up. So anyway, we're trying to take down the world here. We got the Terracons instead of the why is the name escaping right now? Decepticons. Yeah. I was drawing a blank. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank with them things be like everywhere and like just everywhere at the same time. Little ones, tall ones, like I don't even know. But yeah, the Decepticons, instead of Decepticons, you know, we got the Terracons, which to me is like I wanted them things gone. I was like, when are you gonna chop their head off so I can quit looking at them? Like it was getting on my nerves. I'm trying to find. I thought I had a picture of it. Oh, here we go. Here's this dude right here. So this is the one that I really wanted him gone. He was the one that took out Bumblebee in the beginning. I want to say Scourge is how they were saying it.
Scourge.
Scourge. Okay. So Scourge, he was like the main leader of the Terracons, trying to get this key here. You know, badass, like not trying to listen to nothing, and will shoot you first and then try to ask you some questions. Like, dude was crazy. Played by Peter Dinklage, which I thought was what? Because he got that, like, you know, that low register Peter Dinklage was into.
I loved it. I didn't catch it. Somebody had to tell me that he was, and I'm like, who was he? They're like, oh, you're Scourge. I was like, no, he wasn't. Shut up. No, not my little love bug, Peter
I
Davis. Ain't no
know. I love
way.
him. Yeah, shout out to DOT
Oh,
fans. Yeah, I love him. But I was like, oh, why did it have to be this guy? Because I hated him. I was like, just chop his head off already so we could be done.
you
Because
got
he
to
was,
go.
yeah, he was so like, he was just killing me, bro. Like, he just, like, he took over at one point of Air Razor was played by Michelle Yeoh. He hit her with some kind of like tracking device that got her all jacked up. And like, dude was ready. Like, every time you had a plan, he was like 5 or 10 steps. The Decepticons ain't never been this smart. So this
No,
dude was something to be reckoned with. Like, he was not playing. He was like, I want Earth gone. I want this. I want, I want Unicron to be able to suck up any planet he want any time of day. Let's go. So yeah, he was not playing games. So this is where we kind of get into, and I don't know, Kier, if you have anything else you kind of want to add about the plot. Did this kind of plot work for you? Were you like, I'm glad for some new baddies, I'm glad for some new evil?
I'm 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 glad for the plot for this movie. I don't know where
Yeah.
they can go from here because he's like the ultimate, well, as far as I know, he's the ultimate baddie. Like I know of Unicron. Like even me not watching Beast Wars, I know about
Mm,
Unicron. Like that's how bad he is. I do not know anybody else beyond him. He's still out there. It's not like they killed him off, so I guess he could
right.
come back. Um I did like the plot. I felt like they needed a little bit more time to not put so much filler as far as the plot
Mm,
goes. Like there
okay.
was
Yeah.
that trying to figure out how to get from New York to jumping ahead a little bit to Peru was a little
Mm,
it was a little bit fillery. They didn't really they were talking more than they were doing. And I need a little bit more do in these types of action movies. I need y'all to be up and away.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is true. They had to kind of, yeah, you really had to get technical and kind of explain and kind of work our way through what was going on. With some people might be like, yo, just get to the action, just go
Let's
ahead, take out the
go.
robots, let's go, let's get it down. Because yeah, it took them a lot of explaining to be like, okay, we're gonna go to Peru.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna happen. To figure out the little intricate parts. And this is kind of where we got into Noah and Elena,
Yeah.
y'all. Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback. When I tell you anything they in, just sign me up to get me ready. Cause I was like, ooh, the casting was amazing.
I, be thankful for timing and that the checks were right for everybody. Miss Fishback, I want to see her more in the Transformers universe. I need to see her in something.
Yo.
100%. Like it, the way that they're going, if they split Noah off into his little universe and they kept her on and make them be the bridge, I guess, between the two worlds, that is a good idea in my head. Like I need to see more of them, and I want to see like a relationship build or something like that
I
out of that because
know. It looked a little cute. He put like
it
one
was
point they was on the
cute.
plane. I know, they was like she was laying on his
A little
shoulder. I was like,
little cuddle buddy and
okay.
everything.
I was like, okay. Nancy the
Right.
Enigma is back. What's up? He said, greetings.
Hey,
I was mad. One of the villains was a car that I used to own. Okay, which one you talking about? Put us on
what
both games.
car you
Because
got?
I forgot to
Yeah, share
mention.
with the
Yeah, let us
class.
know. Because that's cool. Let us know. We want to know about the cars you got. That's cool.
I do love me a
Um,
car.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Because we was already talking about how Mirage was a Porsche. I was like, yo, hook me up with that. Like, I was
Ah,
like, that's a nice
dude,
car.
I will never not love a Camaro. Old Camaro. That's two reasons why Bumblebee is my favorite. That's
Oh
two
yeah.
of the
Yeah,
reasons
yeah,
I
yeah.
love me a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Camaro.
Yeah,
Ugh, a
it's
real one,
it's
not these new ones are cute looking, but I need
mm,
that sound, man. That rev of the, anyway. We will get into that in another subject, another topic.
look, I love to go to some cars, y'all. I ain't mad at it. Anytime y'all want to talk cars, let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
But get into, okay, so Elena here, let me give y'all a little backstory for those that don't know. She was an artifact researcher, which I thought was so interesting. And it's one of those things where you in the museum, right? They've been doing, because they did this in the last night and they didn't do it as well, right? Like they trying
yeah.
to do this thing where they trying to put somebody, like place somebody into the human world, into society,
Hmm.
that knows a little bit about these transformer artifacts. It's gonna be able to look like, okay, this ain't human. Like y'all need to send this
Mm-hmm.
back, ship it back to wherever you got it from, because this ain't gonna be
Mm-hmm.
right here. And she on the come up, right? It's one of those things where she trying to find her thing, trying to find her groove. We all know we at the job, you interning somewhere, and somebody like, oh, just go off and get my coffee. I'm not worried about what you have to say. So
But
she
meanwhile,
spent
do all my work for me.
Exactly. So she's stuck in that position right now. We sitting here like, oh God, girl, get out of this job. You could tell she just smart and giving everybody the answers, and they just taking it, because they can. Like they're not gonna offer nothing. They're gonna take it. Oh, he said, oh, so what is this? Scored share the female right hand. Oh, a
That
Nissan
was
Skyline. Okay, Nissan Skyline.
oh,
Nice. Okay,
was that
that's
Nightbird?
cool.
I think it was
Oh, was it
Nightbird.
night? Oh, was that Nightbird?
I
I don't
think
know. I'm
so.
I'm having a deep down now to deep dive to catch up on everybody. Was it Nightbird? Because I was like, if it was one of the villains, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, she was a R3. Okay, mine was an R34. Okay, huh? Interesting.
I'm a look. We're gonna talk, but I'm looking up this car. Oh, came right up. R33 Skyline.
Not Kira. Anthony
Oh,
them got Kira over
yeah.
here. She gonna be looking up cars the whole time. She
Oh,
ready now,
yeah.
y'all. She ready. She ready.
Quick
Okay.
to look.
He had that R34 Nissan Skyline.
The R30. Okay, let me look at the R34. R33 is cute. The R34.
Yeah, he said it is Nightbird. So shout out to Nightbird.
Right.
Girl, you was on the wrong
Ooh,
side.
but did you have the whale tail, sir? If
Did you have the whale
then
tail? We must know if you had the whale
asking.
tail. Oh, by the way, that was Michelle J. Rodriguez. By the way, she was doing a thing as Nightbird. I was hating on the villains. I'm gonna be honest. I was hating on the villains a little bit. I should have gave them some love, but there you go. Mental the
you can see them
right.
in the
I
movie.
should have gave them some love.
They fine. They all right. They gone. I promise you, they gone. You ain't gonna miss them.
Oh yeah. They was gone for real when they got to that ending. But yeah, so yeah, we have Noah's, Elena's, and one thing I want to touch on too about Noah here, and a little bit about Elena too. I was gonna say I didn't know who directed this at first, but can I just say you could feel that this was a director of color that understood these characters. Yeah. Because the dialogue, the lingo was so well placed and it wasn't forced. And then you can have that thing of like somebody being from New York and they do it and they just go too hard. You like, stop, no, don't be going all hard with it.
We don't talk like this all the time. Like that's not New York. That's what I don't know whose New York it is.
I know that. I'm not from New York personally, but I've heard people say they hate when they do, and I'm like, oh, as soon as I heard, I was like, oh God, I was like, are they going to go too far? But they did it. They played it exactly right. The attitude was there. So yeah,
it was appropriate. It was the right amount of delivery. I'm sorry. Can honorable mention Toby Nwigwe?
Oh,
excuse me, sir. Why are you not in all of the things as well? Why is he not in more things?
I don't know, but he was fantastic with the Twizzler. And sir, let's do some deep breathing. Deep breathing, guys. Deep breathing. Before you steal this car, make sure you deep breathe.
You gotta center yourself. You I wanted him, honestly. If he had been, I know he's not the right build for what they were going for, but he could have been Noah. He could have been Noah. I want to see him in something like that.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, but we needed to, because I was gonna say shout out to Anthony Ramos. He did a good job though. Yeah. I was like, okay, Sally, sir. Hopefully that paycheck keeps staying right for him, because dude is in everything. So hopefully the paycheck keeps staying right. Because I don't know, he killing it. Oh wait. Okay, so Nanto said he had the Scarlet Reds. Oh, there you go.
Okay, all right. That's get it. That's cute or whatever. It's all right. That's all right.
Stupid autocorrect. What did he put in? He put something else in.
He said I feel Keith. Hi, Chris. He's a fool.
That's great. Shout out to Chris.
I like Keith too. It's fine.
Yes. He shout out the director too. Chris was like, shout out to Steve. He did his thing. Steven did his thing on this. I was so glad they gave him opportunity, because sometimes when you got a director that done like 5 or 6 movies, they ain't trying to let you in. They ain't trying to show you love. So I'm glad they let him do it, especially somebody of color. That's why we keep saying, when it's like in front of the camera, get it behind the camera too.
I want to know how he pitched this movie to them, because I feel like they were very much not. I don't know how you change the mind of somebody that is like, I want my movies to be big, loud, and the story's not the main issue
Yep.
here, it's the action. I don't know how he got them to well, I'm sure the lack of cash flow helped as well.
They like,
So
oh,
I'm
you
sure that
think
was
you
a
can save
driving
us, sir?
force.
Do you think you can help us out here,
Do you
sir?
think
Please. I would
it
love to be in
sounds
that room
right?
though. I'm with you though. I'm wondering because whoever made this call, boy, let that double they
Mm-hmm.
pay, up that pay. Whoever made
Mm-hmm.
this call. He, by the way, he did Creed too. For those of you who are just curious a little bit about his resume and and stuff like that. So, but yeah, whoever made that call was like, oh, Chris got some more here. Who we got? Well, let's see, we got so Creed 2, The Land on Netflix. Yeah, he's been doing his thing. Yeah, he's been killing it doing his thing. So I'm glad they finally recognize, because you know how it is with us. If we get a chance, because it just got to be like that, and they don't like what we see, it ain't no telling
Mm.
when the next opportunity comes along.
It-
So I'm
we
glad you
we
did your thing,
we have
sir.
been on a roll everywhere, and I'm
Yes,
loving it. I am very much.
yes.
It warms my heart. It's been a long time coming.
Right, right. And by the way, you guys, Juneteenth coming up. If you are off and you taking a break, hopefully you are. Hopefully all the companies is recognizing it as they should be. Yeah,
They're
well, yeah.
not.
You see Kira's face. There you go. If you happen to be, go and support these movies. Because it's like so much going on right now, and I just hope the right dollars is going to the right place. Sometimes this could be a whole other topic too, but some of the films are struggling overseas, which is not
Mm.
appreciated, because it's like you already know it's another hurdle for us to jump over. So
Mm-hmm.
please go out and support these movies, because we want this to keep going. I was
Please.
shocked when I saw him directing this film, because it's just, I'm so
I
tired of us
didn't.
being like five of us in the room. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's getting so
Yeah.
old that I didn't even think he was behind the movie. So please go out
Mm-mm.
and oh yeah, Chris was Chris, the jobs of the the jobs of the Juneteenth
Yeah.
thing, boy, we got to work on that, because that stuff is
Yeah.
just, oh, it's
Is
unnecessary. But yeah, if you happen to get a chance, guys, try to, if you get a break, to go out, support, celebrate. Let's celebrate us. Like more people should
yes.
be getting a part of it. So yeah, if you can take a little breather and do something on that day, that'd be great. But we can go on day about that, about how great we are, and Black is beautiful. But let's get back into our Transformers. Keep it going into here. I like it. I like it, Kira. I like it, Kira. Keep it going. All right, Kira. Let's get. We've held them off long enough, because we
Yes.
know what everybody wants to get to. Bring us into the fight scene. Like, what did you like? What did you like? This big epic scene, guys. Okay, because let's start with
Where to
this. First of all, they
start?
lost the key. I did not think this was gonna happen. They were getting close. They did all this hunting, all this explaining, and they lost the key to Unicron and his crony. I'm gonna call them his cronies, because basically ain't nobody topping Unicron when he better take over.
No.
So they lost the key to them, and now they having to go, this is like the final meetup, right? They got to cross this bridge. They got to enter the key, which Elena figured out the code to. All these smart people sitting around here didn't know what was going on, and she had the books and figured out the key to.
What?
Black woman figured it
Yo,
out. I'm just saying here representing. So she
why the
had the
bird
key.
ain't tell them what the answer was? As soon as she saw, like, listen, look, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna tell one more person because things are getting real. Let me just tell
Ooh,
one other Autobot
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on.
yeah. She was like,
But I'm
"Oh, I can't
glad.
do it now. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out for the count." She was like, she had a. They took her out. They took her out. She couldn't get that last word in. That last breath was hard. Kiera, what can you say?
Oh, that was
She couldn't give.
sad.
I know. That's what I'm
That was
saying. But
sad.
anyway, let me stop
Yes.
rambling. Get
Sorry.
into what you want to talk. No, you good. Get into what you want to talk about as far as like the fight scene, your favorite moments. Was it good? Was it believable? Were you in there?
I mean, it's a Transformers movie.
Yeah,
It ended
yeah.
up being a Marvel movie, but it was also a Transformers movie for me. You had
Hey,
you had you had your
yep.
big bad, you had all your little minions coming in and trying to distract everybody. It the blood and guts portion of it.
Mhm.
I loved the Mortal Kombat fatality portion of that scene. I was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
oh, we've gone back to our roots for real. Oh my god. Oh, pearls.
Clutch him. Clutch him.
Clutched. Oh, breathtaking. Um, the only nitpick, only
Okay.
nitpick.
Okay. All right.
How
Hit
is
us with
it
it.
that the only way to turn off this machine was that a human-sized person had to go? How did they know that there was human people that needed to go into this thing in order to turn it? What? 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 That's it. That's it. But that's it. That's out of everything out there. I'm just this
Listen.
one thing.
Listen.
Just one thing.
Optimus
Just one.
Primal knew that the humans had to come and save the day. He knew this. He predicted this. Kira, don't take his power away from him. He predicted that we was geniuses.
I can't. I
And we
can't.
had to find this code out and put it in there. That's why he let us keep half the key. He knew this about. Now I'm saying I have no idea. I don't know if you guys really want,
I'm going
like
with
that kind of stuff. As nerds, that's the kind of stuff we love, right? To go and dig out, see if you can find some answers, kind of dig in there, see what you can find out, see if it's matching up. You know how they do. And then sometimes they like, dude, we only got like 45 minutes left in this movie. Go on and punch in the key and put it in there. It could be either one. It could be either one. Who knows? But yeah, I was feeling for Elena in this. I was like, homegirl was getting thrown over here, thrown over there. She finally figured out. Then dude was like, oh, I'm tired of y'all. Y'all think I'm gonna ruin my plan? He's like, oh, let me just take out the whole keyboard that you on. Let me just take it out. It don't even matter. Let me just take everything out. And then here go Optimus Prime. We like, boy, sit down. You want to just tell him to sit down. But he got to be the leader and he got to say today. He was like, okay, it's time for me to sacrifice myself, y'all. It's time for me to go.
Like the last 8 movies that he's been in, it's got to be me, I guess. Yeah, just throw myself on the sword.
I'm like, Optimus, boy, how many times?
Every time.
I'm always trying to kill Optimus, y'all. Like, he don't ever get to survive. I ain't never seen a leader. I mean, I know that's part of being a leader too, but they just take him out every 5 minutes, like every chance.
And I'm still traumatized by 1986 Transformers. Okay, yeah. I still have to, girl. How you send little kids into that? Anyway, go to the 1986 Transformer movie for those of y'all that are under the age of 20 anything. Y'all will understand. Being a 4 years old, going in there and watching Optimus die for the first time is traumatized.
It's brutal. They always coming off our boy. If you got like Optimus in front of your name, I just be scared. Because they gonna be like, they assist the Boy Scout. Like, they is not gonna let anybody else take the brunt. Like, they is going in of the line of fire. And that's what he did. He was like, all right, y'all had nowhere else to take this key out. They was like this close. And let's talk about close calls right quick and talk about some of this new tech before we really wrap up the fight scenes, right? Because I think this is another thing that worked. Where Kier was like, yeah, we was crossing into Marvel a little bit here because I was like, hold up, look at this gear that they got on this bridge right now.
Right.
So my boy Mirage, y'all, he promised Noah's brother that he wasn't gonna let nothing happen to him. So he lay right on top and took it. My boy, he took it like a G, y'all. He took all bullets, all of like fire phase, whatever you want to say. What you got here?
I got this Noah. This Noah right here, right? This Noah. That was Mirage getting hit.
It's the real life. It's the real life. Like she didn't even play it, y'all.
Life-size figure.
It's the life-size figure. It's the demonstration. It is the amount of preparation that I'm so impressed with right now, Kier. Like, I'm not even as prepared. Like, this is the amount of preparation right now. But yes, that's how our boy Mirage was going out, y'all. And I was so sad. I was like, don't do this to me. We just got him in here. Like, what are they doing?
I like you.
But, woo! Did y'all see Noah's hand device he had on that was connected to Mirage?
Pop, locking.
Exactly. The whole thing. I was like, they did not just put him in a Transformer suit.
The Transformer suit. I
didn't know. Y'all with the sword. I was like, what? It sent me.
Yeah. I need more. I want more.
I was like, I got up on the edge of the seat, y'all. I was like, did we just whoop? And I don't know if y'all seen Transformers Earth Spark. I feel like they got a little bit from that. Like, that's a really cool animated series from Transformers. If you guys want to check it out. They're going, I know, right? They're going into the second season, but that's pretty cool. But it was a thing where they wanted to make, I guess, the Transformers a little bit more controllable in a sense. Like, they kind of feel like the emotion is a little bit of a pairing with the humans. So I noticed they all kind of wear this glove similar to what Noah had on. And the Transformers can kind of feel them almost. So if you guys want something, looking for something else kind of transforming to watch before they, as they work out what they're going to do after this movie, if you're looking for something to still feed that, or you like, okay, Transformers got me, I'm back in. And you're not afraid of the animation world, that's a good one. So Transformers Earth Spark, I want to say it's Nickelodeon. So it could be a Paramount Plus thing.
I think it is.
So yeah, I want to say it's a Paramount Plus thing if you guys haven't seen it. Yeah, go. It's so much stuff. Like, now that they've opened the Transformers world back up, you guys, it's so many things that you guys can kind of like go back and look at. They have some animated stuff that people kind of were like, ain't nobody got time. because it was just like the way that the movies was going. Everybody was kind of just like they was kind of riding off. So now that they kind of coming back, as far as like going through the canon of Transformers and really digging into the material and trying to figure out where these characters fit, it's like a whole new world for everybody. So yeah, if you're looking for something that you can watch with the kids, so like go check it out. Transformers is okay. Like you might have to explain some of the the Mortal Kombat stuff to the kids, but it's all right. This one, if you want to check it out,
it is Paramount Plus, so it is Nickelodeon. Thus, it is Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. Okay, so yeah, guys, go check that out. I really love that. They got one season out now. I think season 2 is coming. Yeah, so go check that one out. Yeah, so go check that out. It's really cool, really fun. They got a lot of like the dialogue is similar. It's like very quick and funny, very comedic. So yeah, if you in that, to kind of check that out. But yeah, that's where I feel like, I'm not saying, I don't know if that's exactly where they were mine was going, but to me, the technology comes from that animation. Seems like it comes from that animation world where they were trying to think of a new way to kind of make this cool. Like we've seen the cars kind of go off by themselves, transform as they do. But what about the connection for the humans? Besides giving giving Noah his own suit, like what makes them more connected? Where it's like, Mirage can have his back when he's in a little tunnel that Mirage can't fit into. Where does all that stuff kind of come together? So I think now they're kind of finally trying to put in the new tech that we've been waiting for. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see, like, hopefully this keeps going. Yeah, what you gonna say, Kira?
I was gonna say, and hopefully without the Transformers constantly having to take hits, they can now put them in these suits, so they can actually actively participate in battle without them being worried about getting taken out.
Or when Optimus was down for the count, I was like, woo, he put on a suit. He was like, oh, you remember me? I was like, now this is what I'm talking about. Teamwork to take him down. This is what I was like, yes. They gave him a little gun blaster and everything. I was like, yes, teamwork, let's go. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. How he lift Optimus. How I mean, that's a lot. Like, I see, because nobody else could lift Optimus either, but him. He lift him a lot and pull.
He said, yes, it was a lot.
Okay,
it was a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just give you a little boost.
He was like, oh, I got you. Dig it. Let me dig in my feet. I got it.
Let me just flip the booster switch on my back, because that's what's gonna set me apart.
Hey, girl, weights. He was in the gym.
That's facts. He was in army. He was in the army. I forgot. He was in the army. He be lifting.
The weightlifting, 4 a.m. He got this. This is why, see, Kira got you thinking. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, you better go down a rabbit hole. Y'all about to go down a rabbit hole.
I'm about to
take you there. You better go down.
I'm gonna say maybe it's like ant strength, and he just, all of his muscles that were already there, plus the Transformer thing, it just exponentially increased his abilities, and that's how he lifted up this 18-ton robot. That's how it happened.
I like it. Hey, I'm buying it. It was convincing. The explanation was convincing me. I'm going with it. I'm just going with it, y'all, because I appreciated the suit, so I'm going with that. That's all you got to do is tell me.
It definitely gave me Iron Man vibes.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying, as long as you got the action, Kira got the explanation, we good. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's all I need.
Fix it.
She gave the whole explanation. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's skip real quick. Let's go down to the ending. Let's talk about, we got a little G.I. Joe action introduction here. Yes. I should have deep dived. I feel bad I didn't deep dive more on this. I think I'm still like taking it all in. I'm still reeling from the fact that that's how they ended this, because I did not expect that.
No.
What do we think? What are the streets saying? Do we know what the social media streets are saying?
I think this, I have not heard anything. I have not heard yay or nay about the mixing of the two genres.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it, I didn't know anything about it, and I was like, the fuck is what? Don't put your peanut butter in my ice cream. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. Keep it separate. One or the other. Yeah. Like, I don't think I like this. Where are y'all going with this? Because I feel like it's going to go back to what the original issue I had with the whole series is. It's going to be the army or the military fighting the Transformers. That's not what this story is about. I don't want to go back to that. Just if you want to work together, but have your separate movies, like take some of the tag, maybe have a guest appearance from somebody in one of the movies, that's fine. But a full on integration, that ain't it. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's me. I mean, it's more action, I guess, in the long run. But that storyline, I think
Yeah.
they. I'm scared. I'm nervous. Nervous.
Yeah. Because they've had, like, if you guys been keeping track, they've had about, I don't say about 2 or 3 maybe, like G.I. Joe stuff. They've been trying to work with that separately, trying to get their stuff together. Like, I'm pretty sure Channing Tatum was in one. I think Dwayne Johnson was in one.
They
So
were. They
yeah,
were.
they've been trying to get it together. So I don't know. Let me see somebody in the comments here. Soto,
Mhm.
I was okay with it, but wondering how it will work best. Yeah, so similar to what
Yeah.
we're trying to figure out. Like, yeah, if you guys let us know if you heard something else on these social media streets. I don't know. Like, I'm with Kira. It's complicated. That's gonna be real complicated. Like, you need to have the
Yeah.
right director, right cast. You gotta make sure that sells. Cause when you talk about 2 different genres like that,
Mhm.
ooh, you can get in the weeds with how you gonna explain it, how it's gonna connect.
Like, I don't.
It's a lot.
If you live in a universe where you have GI Joe,
Yeah.
but you also have these big ass robots fighting basically in the same area at points and
Right.
times, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, how do you justify having GI Joe fight oh, what were the bad guys' names? I want to say Viper. Oh
Oh, you talking
god.
about the
Oh
Terracons? Oh, wait. No. Oh, you talking
no,
about
in
the
GI
in GI
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah, I
Girl,
can't
don't
remember.
get me to
Oh
lying. It's
god.
been a long time for me. I'm not sure if you guys know the villain. I don't know. It's been a long time for me.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But if you're gonna have these, so what? So now you're gonna have the Decepticons or whoever the bad guys are for the Autobots come over into the GI Joe world too. Like,
Yeah.
how is this gonna work? Because obviously the bad guys in GI Joe don't want the planet to be this Cobra. See,
Cobra.
I was
Thank
thinking
you.
snake and I
Appreciate it.
couldn't remember. I'm like,
Okay.
I
There
know
you
it's
go.
something.
Okay. Cobra. Okay. Yeah. He heard me. I was trying to type it for you. I was like, I feel so bad. I was like, I got no idea. It's been a long time for me.
But how do you make those two universes separate but in the same time period? And it's the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
I don't know. It don't make it's that's gonna be rough.
Destro.
Destro.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Soto's helping us out. Yeah. He said, okay, appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because we was over here struggling. Yeah, it's been a minute because I forgot. Like I forgot they had those just a couple. Like I had to go back. I was like, did they what they do with G.I. Joe? Like what happened? What was the last
Yeah.
one?
On the other podcast on Blurred's Eye, we were talking
Yeah.
about it, and they do have a crossover comic
Mm-hmm.
with GI Joe and Transformers. I don't know nothing about it. That I
Okay.
wasn't
Well, there
looking
you
for that.
guys go. There's your reading. There's your reading that you can catch up. You know, they put
Yeah.
you on. So yeah, catch up on your reading. And I don't know. We're gonna have to do the same thing. We're gonna see if we believe it, y'all. I'm hoping. I mean, this was good. So we
It's
got,
possible.
they giving us some faith with how this movie turned out. So maybe it's possible
Yeah.
that they can put in the right pieces that it's gonna flow pretty well and like not
Mhm.
be overwhelming one way or the other. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get our
We'll
reading in. We'll see
see.
how it's done. But yeah, and then we got one more scene. We got to see Mirage come back. He kind of got. It was kind of a little mismatch upgrade. It might be a little raggedy. It might be a little bootleg, a little raggedy. But they brought him
Look, I
back.
mean, all he needs is a paint job. That's all he need, and blend it all together. It'll be fine. It's
Shot
not
him
that
up
hard.
again.
Yeah, buff out some of the bumps. Yeah, you'll be good. A little
Yeah.
Rust-Oleum. He'll be fine.
And I did, before we wrap here, I guess that'll be my final thought. And then, Kira, I'll let you take us out, whatever final you want to kind of wrap up about the movie you want to say. My final thing here I want to kind of bring up is we didn't talk about Chris, Noah's brother. I thought this brother relationship was so cute that they
It
added into this
was.
film. By the way, Dean Scott Vasquez played Chris Diaz. He was phenomenal. I loved how he had that kid feel about him, but he was also
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, don't be playing. You better take care of my brother. If he's going out here ride or die, you better take. You said I can't go because I gotta stay here, so you better take care of my brother. He wasn't playing. He don't play about us. We don't play about our family.
No, not the
You know,
family. Oh.
take care of our peoples. Take care of our peoples. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And he be taking care of me. So like,
Yeah.
I literally need him to
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah. So I thought that was such a cute story for them to show and just show too, like, and you flashing back to like 2003 now. It's kind of sad stuff don't change as far as like when you think about healthcare and so many illnesses and diseases that we need help with. And she's like, oh, well, he's not covered. Like the little boy, his
Yeah.
aunt, like how much pain he's in. He's like 11 or 12 or something. And she's like, no. no, we can't help you
No,
here. Like just
sorry.
yeah, like just throwing in all the healthcare issues, the issues that we're still dealing with up until now, that is just insane in this country when people need healthcare and they need support like that. And him serving the country, and it's like he's trying to find a job so he can help out his family, and they just closing the door everywhere they look just because
It
they see
don't
a little something on his record. You know what I mean? It's
it don't make
insane.
sense. It don't make no
Yeah, it's
sense. Like
insane.
just because he's what? Well, I mean, the insubordination is a little bit problematic. I'm not. I'm not going to say. I can't say like, oh, you was in the army and you was talking back to them. It's a little funky. I mean, you have your reasons, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Don't do that here. I'm gonna
yeah.
give you a
Be
shot,
like,
but don't do that here.
leave that where it was, dude, and we might be able to help you out. Leave it in the back,
Well,
in the
what
past.
was? If you tell me your story, I can have some sympathy. But if he was
Yeah,
on
I think that
some
was the part for
BS,
me. Yeah, and maybe that's
yeah,
a little bit naive, two flowers and rainbows. But I think that was the part for me where I was like, I just wanted to hear out, his story. You know what I mean? Because you're watching it
yeah,
from my perspective. His family needs the money. Obviously, the mom's working all the time. His brother is sick. It's like, he was trying to do what he had to do before he took the wrong path. He was trying to do it
right,
the right way. He was
right,
trying to find somewhere to go. So it was just hard to kind of see that, that downtrodden story. But I mean, it's reality. It is what it is. So they
yeah,
had to put that,
yeah.
they give us the action and the fight scenes, but they got to put the reality in there. It's the way it works.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, ugh, it's gross.
Yeah, yeah. But Kira, take us home. Let us know how you felt wrapping everything up.
I am so glad. I'm so glad that I took the chance and went to go see this movie.
Mm,
I like the fact that they have opened doors for me again with this franchise. I
yep.
hope they are consistent. That is my
Mm,
thing. As long as you are
yep.
consistent with your idea and you're not going off the rails and you don't let nobody change your mind about your vision, as long as it's within, limits, I'm here for you. Like I can't wait for the next one. I
Yeah.
actually want,
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see the next one. So that's my wrap up. Like I love the whole movie. I love the whole movie. Even the parts that I was kind of like, the hell y'all doing? I still was with it. I was still with it because it's so much better than anything they've done out of the last 4 movies that they put up before this. So
Yeah.
very invested in this now.
Yeah. I'm
And they better
invested
bring back
too.
Mr. Capel.
Ooh, hey, there you go. Soto said, "How in the world does Big Bro leaves a sick little bro to go on adventures around the world?" Yeah, that was some questions. It was some
Because
questions
it's
there.
the
He
whole
was,
planet. It's the whole. If the
yeah,
planet
he was trying
isn't
to say the whole planet
around,
though. Yeah, yeah,
it was supposed to be him. Who else was he gonna
yeah,
send?
yeah. He was like, "Listen, I gotta save the world for my little bro. I
Yeah,
gotta go."
it's just a week or a month or however long it took for them to get to wherever it is that they were going and fight all them people in between.
Yeah.
His brother will be fine.
Neto said the first GI Joe movie, the suits were the suits they were wearing are similar to Mirage. Okay,
Oh,
now that's interesting. Okay,
I'm not watching
man,
that
maybe I
movie.
need
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not watching that movie to see what the suits look like. I'm gonna look it up on the internet still.
to. Neto, good effort, sir. Good effort. You did try. You did try to get her to go watch the first GI Joe movie. You did try. Good effort, sir. I applaud the effort. Good effort. He also asked about. I don't know. We'll try to do a review of the Blackening. I hope so. I'm gonna try because I'm keeping this going. I'm trying to get
Did
everything that
you?
hits up
You haven't
there.
seen it yet, have you?
I heard it's good though. I've been hearing some
Baby,
good stuff. Is
baby.
it? Ooh, I like the
That is,
look. I like the
this
look of
is
that
the
face. I was hoping
blackest,
so.
the
I was
blackest, blackest.
hoping.
I am not a talker during the movie. I'm talking during the movie. I was
Nice.
running,
I love that. That
clapping
means it's
back the
good. When
whole
people are
thing.
doing that, that means it's good. When people are getting into
Yeah,
that, that's the sign of a good movie. So
go
I'm
see
waiting.
it.
I'm excited.
Go
I'm
see
excited.
it.
I want to go see it.
You
Yeah.
will not be disappointed at all. To everybody out there, go. Yes, black is great. Everybody's rooting for everybody. No,
Yeah.
regardless, this
Yeah.
is the movie to go see. It is
Yeah.
mad fun. It's mad fun.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out because I love it. I love it. I love a good like horror thriller. Give me some good actors in it. I'm there. I'm there. So I can't wait to check it out. I've been hearing good stuff.
It's
I can't
good.
wait. Yeah. I can't wait. I should have knew from the previews because everybody, like, even when the previews was playing during the movies, people be laughing. So I couldn't even wait. Yeah, I couldn't even wait. I was like, let's go. So yeah, you gotta, like, according to Kira's face, you could see us back for the Blackening review because we got to talk about this. You could see us back.
Shoot. I got to get my lineup together for my own damn show. I don't even know what the hell I got to review. I'm seeing too many movies back to back. That's my problem.
Girl, welcome to the club. This the day and age we into. I don't know what's going on with Hollywood right now. I'm sure it's pandemic related, all this kind of stuff is going on. But yeah, girl, it is hitting Like if you
Yes.
think if this is your time to try to go to the movies, get your little deals on whatever, because they is trying to get people back up in there. Like it is going one after the other.
I'm about to transfer over to my premiere status. I got 3 movies a month. I could do it.
Yep.
I've literally done it. I've done 3 movies, all of that, every single
Yep.
one of those things,
Manto,
every single
I'm
one of those.
posting
I
them
have
so
seen
y'all
all
can
of them,
see. Look, yep,
all
all
of
of them,
them,
all of them. Yep, yep.
and
I'm
some
missing one
multiple
in the
times.
category, but I didn't see all of them. Yeah, I'm missing one, but yeah, I'm about to correct that because I'm still at the box office. So yeah, we about to get it all in. We about to see everything. But yeah, y'all, that is the show. Make sure, as usual, follow us, follow Roomful of Blurs, the fabulous Kira. Make sure you follow her and, keep sending her your comments as she gets her reviews together and stuff. Follow Black Girl Nerds on all the social media platforms. By the way, we have an interview with the cast of Rise of the Beast. Jamie took care of that. So check out YouTube. If you guys like and subscribe to us, you might have saw that location pick up. So, go check that out. See what the cast had to say here. What the gorgeous Anthony Ramos had to say about this. I just love him. I think his swag is just beautiful. I just love it. I just love his presence.
Sweet. He's so sweet. He's actually,
I just love his presence
because he's from New York. So
yeah,
you
I
run
was
into
hoping
people
so.
all
I
over
was hoping
different.
so.
He's he just pinched the shit out of his face. He's sweet.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm so nervous. I was like, if I one day get to meet him and he turned out to be a jerk or something, I'm gonna feel so hurt because I was like, I think I want to he seems very sweet. He seems very sweet. I think he's cute because of his swag to me, just the way he presents himself on camera. But I was gonna be so heartbroken, y'all. I was like, if I ever get a chance to run into him and he just turned out to be a jerk, I better be so heartbroken.
Listen, everybody has bad days. Maybe I caught him on a good one, but from what I have seen,
okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. We'll be careful. Keep that in mind. So yeah, but yeah, those interviews are there. We release new episodes every Monday, so come check us out. But yeah, guys, that's all we got. That's a wrap on our show. Thank you for listening to us vent and rant and have a good time. And Kira, thank you as always. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on. As always, it's always a pleasure. Girl, you fun. You a good time.
I'm glad. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm like, I hope y'all don't get tired of hearing me, y'all, because we're going to keep them going. But yeah, y'all take care. By the way, happy Father's Day for this weekend for all the fathers out there. Salute. So yeah, have a good time, you guys. Go out. Maybe you take them to a movie. Maybe they into the action movies, or there's other stuff out there in the theaters that you want to take them to if you're trying to think of like some last minute plans. So yeah, and Juneteenth, celebrate us. Y'all have a good time. But that's it. We'll see you guys later. Bye.